We're here at Brattleboro Memorial Hospital, and today's Touch-A-Truck. All the kids are here with their parents, and we're going to go in and see what's going on. I see some cool stuff already. Okay. I'm with BCTV Channel 8, and I know why we're here. I see the sign and everything, but what do? You take the $5. What do you do? I mean, do you raffle off a shirt, or does anybody get anything for that?
The $5, it's $5 for kids between the ages of 2 and 12. Under 2 are free.
Right.
And there's a scavenger hunt, which the kids, if they participate in the scavenger hunt, there's prizes related to that.
All right, I didn't hear that. Say it again.
Oh, there's prizes related.
Oh, there are prizes that they can get with the registration. Okay, that was all I wanted to know. Thanks a lot.
You're
all
welcome.
right.
There's also raffles down at the big tent.
All right, say that again.
There's also raffles down at the big tent.
Where's that now?
It will be at the other end of the parking lot, past all of these trucks. There's a big white tent, and there's games that the children will play. They'll get a raffle ticket, and they can enter into any of the prizes there.
That's great. Thanks a lot. This is really cool.
Thank you very much.
We got a new guy, new little guy on here now. He's going to drive this Kubota. There we go. I can't even do that. Over here, and I've seen one of these before. It looks like a scale that you can drive up on and weigh things, or at least a vehicle. So could you tell me about it a little bit?
Sure. So I carry 6 scales in this truck.
Okay.
And to accurately measure this vehicle, I would take out 4 scales, and I'd put a scale in front of each tire.
All right.
And then I'd have the driver roll onto the scales, and then I would record the weight of each scale, and that would give me an accurate measurement.
Why do you want to weigh a truck?
I want to make sure that it's registered properly for
and
that
the
weight.
load is correct. Maybe they're too heavy.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure that they don't need a special permit to carry
Right.
that load.
Okay. So what else do you do? I mean, like besides, I mean, we have traffic safety inspection, and
We do truck inspections on the interstate. We open weigh stations.
oh, all right.
We also do patrols on the interstate for speeding,
Okay.
cell phone use.
Oh, yeah, that's not too good.
We look for impaired driving, impaired drivers,
Yep, exactly.
those type of things.
All right. So you're just like the police, but you have a little special interest here.
Exactly. My title is a commercial vehicle enforcement inspector. So my
Okay.
main focus is
Perfect.
enforcement of commercial vehicle laws and regulations.
All right. Well, that's real helpful. I appreciate your time. Thanks.
Welcome.
Dave a little while ago, and I think she's in charge here. I'm not sure. But,
I am the marketing specialist for Brattleboro Memorial Hospital.
you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but I may have talked to you because I was curious. you were going to cancel in case it rained, but it's not going to rain till like after 1 o'clock. And it must have been you. But go ahead, tell me you're the marketing specialist for Brattleboro
My
Memorial
name is Maeve
Hospital.
Shaughnessy. I'm the marketing specialist here at Brattleboro Memorial Hospital.
right.
And we're here at Touch a Truck. And
Right.
there's plenty to see and do for
Okay.
children. We have emergency response vehicles. And then
While you're
around-
talking, I'm going to just move the camera a little bit,
Okay.
all right?
And around the corner, we have a bunch of other
Come
trucks.
closer
We
so I can hear you better.
We have
okay,
a bunch
that's
of
good.
trucks ranging from the town of Brattleboro to the bookmobile to the bus to everything in between.
Huh.
We have a health fair going on as well. We can meet and greet with many of our doctors. And,
All right. I didn't know
members
that.
of our primary care practices. There's a scavenger hunt.
I could use a primary care doctor. Maybe I'll go talk to somebody over there. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
There's a scavenger hunt the kids can complete, and when they do, they'll be entered into a raffle for many different prizes, ranging from museum passes to season tickets to the Keene Swamp Bats.
All right, the
many more.
scavenger hunt, is it stuff that they can find here while they're
Yes,
here?
it is.
All
Yes,
right.
it is. The scavenger hunt asks them questions, and they have to find vehicles that match that ID.
all right, perfect.
And that person at that vehicle will have the answer, and they can write it down. And
All right.
when they complete that, they'll be entered into a raffle for a lot of fun and cool prizes.
All right, well, that's good. I appreciate it, Maeve. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go check it all out. Car, Windham County, and you must be one of the sheriffs in Windham County?
Yes, I'm Deputy Lakin.
Okay, what do you do? What does a sheriff do? Do they transport prisoners, or do they do highway patrol, or what
The Sheriff's Department does it all.
Okay,
Every county has the county sheriff's office. What we do is we provide a service to, say, towns that aren't quite big enough to have their own
yeah,
police departments.
I read that.
And that we can either go from either full service or strictly motor vehicle enforcement.
Okay,
We have the same power of arrest as any other law enforcement agency.
Okay.
All law enforcement in the state of Vermont go to the same academy
I'm going to pan around while you're talking.
and are certified the same way. Primarily, the difference between a municipality or state police comes down to funding.
Okay.
We also have contracts with different other organizations like DCF, DOC, the courts, multiple contracts where we provide law enforcement service to them. So that's ultimately the biggest difference, is the financial side of it, what separates the sheriffs from, say, municipalities or state police.
Well,
We
I've
have
read
towns
that
we
in the.
provide 40 hours a week, 911 service,
Oh, all
all
right.
the way to 24/7 service. Then we have smaller contracts where we pretty much
All right.
provide maybe as much as 4 hours a week, depending on what the town's needs are. But we can customize their law enforcement needs to whatever they want.
Okay, that's interesting. I read this in the Brattleboro Reformer, how you cover different towns, you may have a contract with the town, blah, blah, blah.
Sheriff is elected every 4 years. What's unique with the sheriff's office, if the people aren't happy, they can get a new sheriff.
Yeah.
So we always have that accountability, and the sheriff
Yeah,
expects the
that's
same
good.
from his deputies, or her from her deputies.
So what are you, a sheriff or a deputy?
I'm a deputy. There's actually only one sheriff in Windham County.
All right.
Sheriff Keith Clark.
Okay. All
Well,
right,
deputies under-
I think I got enough, but that's
Okay.
good. I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you. All right. I'm here next to looks like a Vermont State Trooper troop car, and next to me is a Vermont State Trooper. So I want to ask him, what does a Vermont State Trooper do? What is your responsibility?
Well, I work out of the Westminster Barracks, so we're responsible from the Massachusetts line on 91 up to exit 9, and then on Route 9 over to like west towards Woodford or Somerset.
And what do you do when you're responsible for enforcing what, let's say on 91? Like speeders or?
We're responsible for, we're not responsible for, but we're out there to try to make sure that the public is operating their vehicles safely and within the law. And we enforce the motor vehicle laws, whether it's for equipment violations or speed or.
Okay.
And we do the same on all the towns within our coverage area.
Well, I think when people see a state trooper car, they snap to attention. So I think your visibility is like very important. And, I know I notice it when I'm driving. So
That is a focus right now, is for us to be out and visible, on the interstate and in the other area towns as well. But yeah, we try to be out there as much as we can.
all right, well that's pretty good. I was just curious, and I really like the car. What do you call this? Is it a troop car or a squad car, or what do you?
Just a cruiser.
A cruiser? Okay. All right, well thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Now I'm here at the Brattleboro Police Department, and with one of their, maybe it's a squad car or cruiser, I'm not sure, and I'm with an officer here who I don't know that person's name, but maybe you could tell me.
I'm Officer Amy Fletcher.
Okay, and what are your responsibilities as an officer for the Brattleboro Police Department? Is it mostly within the town? Do you do? Okay, go ahead if you need to help this person.
Today we're just letting kids climb in the cruisers and have a good time with the buttons and stuff, except for no horn honking.
Now, can they check my speed if I go too fast down the parking lot?
I do have a radar in there that will check that.
All right, I'm gonna move in. My camera's a little wobbly here, and then maybe you can just explain to me. This looks pretty cool. Oh, you got a lot of stuff in
We do
here.
have a lot of stuff in there.
All right, so tell me about what's going on in here. It's like I see a laptop that's maybe closed, and you got a spotlight, and you got a radio, and some other things in there, and a cup of coffee. That's cool.
The cup of coffee is the important part, of course.
Yeah.
I do have a laptop. I can do my reports when things aren't busy, so we're not in the office. We're out on the road.
All right. I didn't know that.
I can look up things with it. It's got some confidential information on it sometimes, so we have to keep it closed when out in public.
Okay.
I also have radar in there, so I can.
Which one's the radar? Is that
Right
the one
up there on the dash.
Yeah. Okay. And
It's-
I see the gun is up mounted up on your.
Yes, and there's
Okay.
also a camera.
Ah, all
As
right.
well.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So whenever my blue lights come on, my camera kicks on.
Ah, all right.
So it'll record all my car stops
right.
automatically.
Car stops. Okay, that's cool. And let's see, what else? You got a radio, and now spotlights I think are illegal unless it's a law enforcement vehicle.
Yes.
I remember years ago when I was little, everybody had spotlights on their car, but now it's illegal. All right, well, that's cool. And so you do primarily just like within the town of Brattleboro, or do you ever, like, if you're in hot pursuit, you can go outside of town and follow somebody or something like that?
Correct. There has to be certain rules to be followed, especially when
Yeah.
you say the word pursuit.
Yeah.
There has to be some serious, infractions going
Right.
on there. We do back up other towns. We've gone down to Vernon. We go over to
Okay,
Hinsdale.
I see. Yep.
So we do respond outside the town of Brattleboro sometimes
Okay.
for things.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. All right, well, it's good to get a look in here, and we'll get this on TV, and a lot of people will see it. And thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Oh, come on. Pretty cool. I'm here at Green Mountain. They got this big truck here. Looks like they work on the wires and stuff. So my question is, are you going to give me a ride in that bucket today?
Probably not.
Okay. Thank you very much. Grafton Cheese Village in Brattleboro. And I saw trucks coming in. What do you have in here? You bring in milk, Is that what
This
you
is
do?
a whey truck, actually. We
The whey
distribute
truck?
whey. Yep.
All right, what is whey? How do you
Whey is
get?
the byproduct of making cheese. So your milk solids goes to your cheese, and the whey is the byproduct. Want to get the bucket?
All right, so where do you bring that?
We
What's
bring
it?
it to farms. We feed it to pigs and cows. It's very high in protein.
It's a byproduct, so we use it as food. All right, well that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right, thanks a lot, and thanks for the bracelet. I see you're giving them out to kids, and you got some adult ones. Very good. Cool. So, what are you doing? You're selling T-shirts and hats. Is that what you said?
T-shirts
Okay.
and hats.
Pretty cool.
Only $5 a T-shirt, $10 a hat to benefit the hospital.
All right, maybe I'll come back. I love hats. Thanks.
Thank you.
Lots of people here today. I don't know if I'm going to get it all. I see you guys. I see your truck or your whole station over on. It's just off Main Street or whatever. So what do you deliver in your truck?
I just don't see different. Well, you know, yeah, well, you do when you're going through a piece of hardware. So yeah, you do.
Okay.
And you go, ooh.
I had a neighbor in the 50s.
Sorry.
I had a neighbor in the 50s. He had a Mercedes diesel. Nobody had foreign cars. And he had a 500-gallon fuel oil tank for his furnace in the ground in the front. And he used to pump the fuel oil out and put it in his diesel Mercedes. And it was like 8 cents a gallon. There was no road tax on it. So I always think about that when I see one of your
might
trucks.
still do that.
Really?
In diesel trucks.
Yeah,
I know
really?
a couple people that.
Oh, go ahead. I'm interested because I just thought it was the coolest thing. In the 50s, nobody had a foreign car, and he had a little diesel Mercedes, and he used to pump his fuel oil out and put it in his car. It was like 8 cents a gallon, no road tax.
Oh, neat.
I just thought that was so clever. Anyhow, I'm sure there's maybe when this goes on TV, everybody's going to start doing that, right? All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Take care, thank you.
You're filling up. Pretty good.
This one right here is a garbage. You gonna go on it? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll help you.
We'll try it again. All right, this is Al's Torn. I've seen you clean out a parking lot with 15 cars in about 10 minutes, so you guys are really good. I have to.
We are.
Actually, I had to have my car towed 4 miles to get it fixed, and it was covered under my AAA. And you guys are really good. You came out, loaded the car. Anyhow.
Thank you.
So it's Al's Towing. It's
Yes,
cool.
it is.
All right, very good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I've never seen a truck like this with this hoist or whatever this is, and you're able to put that sling around the bus and actually pick it up.
Yep.
Wow. And then what do? You put it on a trailer to get it back to its barn, or what happens then?
Nope, you hook it right up to the back of this. You go to the rear of the
All right. I see the hookup in the back. Yeah.
Check out my bus.
All right. I'm impressed. All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Understanding cognition, which is the
So they're going to take this bus that's broken over here, see if I can get it. This is a second thought. You've got this big boom, and it's got a sling on the end of the boom, and they can move the bus into a position where they can hook it up to the back of this tow truck. It's huge. Okay. big line for this. These are always popular. Well, if I could jump, I'd be in that line. Let's see what's going on at the hospital too. I could use some hospital work. No, you got, if you're too professional, it's not any fun. So I see there's food on the table and we're in the hospital tent. So what do you do? Who are you?
So I'm Catherine Cummings. I work with the community health team, and we have
What do you
vegetables
have
out
here?
to promote healthy eating and some bean dip. And we're having the children make food faces or veggie faces today.
You don't have any deep fried French fries, do you?
No, not at this table.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
All right, go ahead. All right, this is like Wheel of Fortune. All right, what's gonna happen?
If you have high blood sugar, what disease might you have?
I'll give you a
Hard
hint.
question.
I'll give you a hint. You can win something. I'll give you, I know what the answer is. All right.
I'm gonna tell you. Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah, just try another question. Okay.
All right. We're gonna get a winner here.
Except that I should probably get checked out.
It's a symptom you should never ignore.
That's right. But she said if I just had a waffle with maple syrup.
So these are examples of roughly. Yeah. That's big anticipated.
A pretty big stretch limo here, and the kids are climbing in and out. So, what do you do with the stretch limo? You do weddings or funerals, or what do you
right
do?
now it's prom season, so in fact it's going out tonight on one of those. And then just people with special occasion, retirements. Some people just want a classy ride somewhere.
Yeah, okay, so they just call you up and go, all right, let's go.
Right.
Pretty cool. All right, these always fascinate me. I don't know how you can make a turn in the city that thinks it's so long. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Deer track. Wow. A lot of kids in line for that. It's all right. You can cross in front, no problem. This is Carroll Concrete. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Carroll? Okay. And your trucks are pretty clean, but this one is like really clean. This is like brand new. So, I'm gonna come in closer. Hold on. Driver of this cement truck?
Yeah.
All right. And you guys have a quarry, or how do you get the cement in the truck? Do they mix it at a quarry, or how do you get it out to the job site?
What they do is they have a powder and a fly ash at the plant. We have the aggregate, which is in the concrete, trucked into the plant, and it's all loaded into the truck.
This truck, I've seen it around town. It's
the Early Learning
Express.
Yes.
And this young lady's going to tell me, what do you guys do, and how come I see it around town all the time?
So the Early Learning Express used to be the bookmobile from Windham County Reads.
Yeah.
And what the bookmobile did and what the Early Learning Express does is it goes to early learning programs and after school programs, and it takes books. It's a library on wheels, and it takes books.
So to schools or preschools?
Yep,
or
to all sorts. So any, not
parochial schools, public schools, all kinds of...
mostly to early care and education providers.
Okay.
So infants to preschool, but
right.
some other programs as well. And it
So-
just is bringing books to kids.
So do you sell the books, or
No.
can they check them out, or how does that work?
So the books are, there is a process for checking out books in the Early Learning Express, but
Okay.
right now we're just giving books away because that's
Yeah.
sometimes
Oh,
when we
you're
do
giving
events
them
like this.
away.
These books are, yes, are free. So
Goodness gracious! Oh yeah, here, show me that.
free books.
Wait.
So when we do events like this,
Oh, there we go.
we get donations or we're recycling through books, so we give them away because we think it's really
Well,
important. for
maybe
kids
I'll
to have
find
books.
something that I like, because I love children's books.
And then we have them for all ages, in fact. So we have little kid books and older kid books. Even some old classics like Heidi.
This
So,
is great.
Yeah.
All right, you gave me a lot of information. Thanks.
Excellent.
So
Yeah.
it's all books inside, right?
It's books inside.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Looks
It
like
drives
It
around.
looks like a little library.
And then the kids can go in, and Swain Yola Blonde is the person, the educator who drives around,
Right.
and she reads books, and she does puppet shows, and she does all sorts of things. So,
Wow. All right.
great program.
I'm going to check this out because I like books, and I'm going to take one home with me.
Excellent.
Thanks a lot. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Waiting for a hot dog. No, you just want to
I love to watch food cooking. Driving up and down the streets with a siren on in Brattleboro. And I just want to know a little bit about it. So could you tell me what this truck does? And I thought it was an ambulance, but you don't carry passengers in here?
Nope, we don't carry any passengers in this truck. It's strictly medical rescue equipment that we carry on it. So we have ropes, we have PFDs or personal flotation devices for water rescues. It is a first response truck that we go to all priority 1 fire calls on.
All right,
So
that's what I've seen. Okay.
Yep. So life-threatening, cardiac events, strokes, things of those nature. So, we don't carry any passengers on here because we have no way to secure them in the back of the truck itself.
So what do you carry in the truck?
You name it, it's on here.
All right,
We have
it's like
jaws of
safety.
life are on here. We have airbags that are used to lift stuff off potential victim. Medical equipment. So,
Because I see you following sometimes one of the other trucks. And you're going probably, like you said, to a priority fire.
Exactly.
All right, and I also heard that firemen have the highest level of, what is it? I can't think of it. It's a life-saving. You have ambulance drivers that they have. Wait a minute, I'm going to stop until I think of it. Now I just thought of what I was trying to think of. All right, so your level of CPR as a fireman is like a very high level.
Yep. We have what's called we just trained on high performance CPR, which focuses almost strictly on compressions with a breath of air every 10 compressions.
All right.
And studies have shown that it has a higher rate of
Go ahead, I'm just talking around.
saving lives. So that's been the new process we've trained on. We train every year, sometimes multiple times per year. So.
Well, I feel safe now. I see this truck driving around. I feel good. All right, thanks a lot.
Sure
I
thing.
appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yeah.